Hey everybody, again, I've got Tony Juan with me, a subscriber to the Patreon channel, and today I'm going to be talking to you about a technique that I use called the scorpion sting. There are a great many techniques that I utilize that are very simple in and of themselves. They are the foundational techniques. But there are also some more complicated techniques, some more complicated than others, but they utilize in whole or in part other techniques that you should have an understanding of already. Today, I'm going to talk to you about one of those techniques called the scorpion sting. Now, the reason why I call it that is because it utilizes your sword in the same manner that a scorpion would utilize its stinger against its prey. And it works a little something like this. So, as always, you're going to exercise that two-target concept. If you haven't picked up on it already, it's a little bit of a pattern for me. So, I want to engage against Tony. And in this particular instance, he is a high guard swordsman, and I'm going to utilize a technique called the lockdown. But unlike the lockdown in its fullest capacity, where I will take his sword well low to the ground, I'm actually only going to lock him down about halfway there. Watch like so. First, I gain the measure to his weapon. As soon as I gain control of that weapon, I will move to the second measure. Now, instead of taking him all the way low, as I would normally do in a regular lockdown, this position is just meant to try and prompt an attack from my opponent. Now, since I have his sword under control, once I put them into this position, many times it will prompt my opponent to try and knife me with the dagger. In which case then, I will whip my sword around and, utilizing my guard as the pivot point, I will come up and either knife them straight into the chest or, as the case may be, go ahead and reset. Once I gain that control of his weapon here and he starts to come forward, I will utilize my guard as the pivot point and cut to the side of the head with the false edge. Now, it is important to understand that in a martial context, this particular action is not going to be a devastating instant kill type of attack. But it is definitely going to get their attention, and it is definitely going to interrupt that attack that they were making against you. In a HEMA competition, a move like this is actually rather ideal because it not only is a large motion that the judges can see, but it makes a loud noise when you're doing that cut up against that opponent's helmet. So whether you are talking martially or whether you're talking competitively, this is a move that you're going to be able to find use for. And if you have any questions on how this is done or if you need any further explanation, again, do not hesitate to reach out. Let me know. I am more than happy to help you guys where I can. In the meantime, I hope you guys are training hard and fencing safe.